Today we're going to look at fraction of an amount. So this is something we often have to work out. You often have to work out a fraction of something. So for example, you might be asked, what is a quarter of 48? Now you might already know that that answer is 12. And you might have different ways of working that out. We're going to stick to one way of working this out today. Did you realise that you were dividing 48? You were dividing 48 by 4. The 48 is in the question and the 4 is the bottom number of that fraction. So 48 divided by 4 gives you the answer 12. So this is how we work these questions out. We divide by bottom number. So often the top number is not 1. So when this happens, you have an extra thing to do. You multiply by the top number when it is not 1. So for example, if you were working out 2/3 of 27, the bottom number is 3 and the total is 27. So you start with 27, you divide by 3 and you get 9. Then you do this extra thing because this is not 1. Multiply by the top number. 9 times 2 is 18. So the answer for 2/3 of 27 is 18. So this time we are working out a fifth of 30. So you've got 30. You divide by the bottom number, which is 5. You get 6. Now 1 is the top number, so now you can stop. If 1's the top number, you can just stop. 2/7 of 35. So you start with 35, you divide by 7, you get 5. Because 1 is not the top number, you now have to multiply by it. So 5 times 2 is 10. The answer is 10. 3/10 of 60. So you start with 60, you divide by the bottom number, which is 10. Look here, and it is the number 3. It's not a 1, so now we have to remember to multiply by that number. 6 times 3, the answer is 18. Last example, 7/8 of 32. So you start with 32, you divide by the bottom number, which is 8, and you get 4. This is the number 7, so we have to multiply by that 7 because it's not a 1. 7 times 4 is 28. So when you're finding a fraction of an amount, you have to divide by the bottom number and then multiply by the top number. Two things: divide by the bottom number, multiply by the top number.